Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Hello, how's it going? It's Saturday. Hopefully that means that many of you are having a great weekend right now. Welcome everyone to my stream. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. Full day of streaming today. Should be a fun day and good variety of stuff. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Hopefully everything's good with you. Hopefully I find you well and primed and ready for a day full of fun streaming. First of all, here on the early stream, we're going to be continuing on with Granblue Fantasy, okay? Granblue Fantasy. It is the fighting game. Indeed it is a fighting game. It is a game with an epic RPG mode that we've been playing through almost, I would say, between 7 and 7.5 hours of the RPG mode so far we've been playing, and it's been pretty fun, albeit really easy. I think I've had one challenging fight the entire time, but I think the whole point of the RPG mode is a little bit of a story mixed in with kind of playing with a variety of characters, so you get to see the kind of gameplay that the game has. You know, right now there's characters that are grapplers, characters that are ranged characters, keep away, and then there's characters that are kind of hybrids, characters that are a little bit of a mixed-up combo ability. You know, it seems to be good variety, at the very least, in, you know, the setup of the characters in the game, which is a good thing. So, we're going to do more of that. We're going to try to finish up the story today. I don't know how much is left. You know, I've been doing every optional mission that makes itself available to me. And I don't know how many more are available or not in regards to the game, but I'm going to keep playing. We're going to finish this up today, okay? Now, once we finish up the RPG mode, which I'm assuming we're definitely going to do today, I'm going to check out and see what other modes are available, because I honestly don't know. I know that there was a mode that was called Tower of Babel that opened up while I was playing the RPG mode. I don't know what the hell that is, so we could check that out. I know the game has classic arcade ladders, and in reality, the classic arcade ladders actually might be a better way to learn a character, because you'll get to play with the character, you know, through several fights, and unlike the RPG mode, where basically you would be doing, you know, a fight against a bunch of little generic dudes. Instead of that, you're actually fighting one enemy. It's the one-on-one combat that would be head-up, you know, fighting that you would want. Because outside of that, you know, you're doing fight against all these little generic enemies, and it's hard to even maintain the direction you want to face. I can't even consistently get special moves out in the RPG mode because of that. So I'm thinking arcade ladder mode may be a little bit better way to get a handle on a character, okay? But then I'm going to see what else is available. I'm pretty sure there's trials, and what the trials usually are challenges per each character to try to figure out, oh, here's a combo, or here, you know, here's this thing you can do. That's like a very interesting, you know, strategy with each character. And I'm thinking that could definitely teach some top stuff with each character. It's kind of the way to learn, you know. So we'll see. We're going to see what happens today. We're going to see where the game takes us. Definitely going to finish up the RPG mode today. That's the priority. And then after that, see what other modes are available to check out and go from there. Okay? So that's the focus of today's, you know, Granblue stream. Now, some of you may be saying, well, what about multiplayer, Phil? Multiplayer. Well, you're right. It is a competitive multiplayer game as well. Will I be checking out competitive multiplayer? Chances are, yes. What I'm going to do is finish up with what I'm doing here, see what other content is available. And then, more than likely what will happen is Granblue is going to be a game that I'm playing as a night stream and balance in with my night stream content after we finish up this single-player content, all right? Because, quite frankly, I don't think that many people are going to be tuning in for a 4+ hour stream of Granblue as a fighting game, but maybe you would tune in at night for a couple hours every once in a while, maybe once or twice a week, right? So that's how it's going to go, all right? So today, Granblue Fantasy versus Major Stream, finishing up the RPG mode, seeing what else is available, and going from there. Later tonight, it's time for another session of Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, all right? That should be pretty cool. I hope that you'll join me for that later tonight, around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. All right. It's good stuff. It's a throwback for sure. I've never played the game, but you guys are helping me out. Last week's session was quite fun, and I'm looking forward to more coming up later tonight. I hope you will join me for that. On the late stream tonight. Chill Morrowind stream. Very much about the interactivity and you guys helping me out because I don't really understand the game at all. All right. Tomorrow, we return to Mass Effect 2. Yes, I know I haven't played it now in a while, but we're returning to Mass Effect 2 tomorrow. We're going to continue on with all the quests that are on the planet Ilium. I believe there's still 2 major quests left on Ilium that we can check out. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing a late night stream of Granblue. And this is going to be a stream where I probably am either going to continue on with what I'm doing today if we're in the midst of something. If not, more than likely I will take a character and maybe like take them into their trials mode to try to learn basic strategies and then take them online for a bit and try some online play in the game. Okay? So, that's tomorrow. Then on Monday, we go back to Mega Man Zero. We continue on. We continue on with Mega Man Zero 2 on Monday. It's actually Mega Man Zero 2 that we're playing. We started this up on Monday. Okay, or excuse me, on yesterday. We finished up Mega Man Zero 1 and we started Mega Man Zero 2. So we're going to continue on with that on Monday. I don't know how long it is. Maybe if it's as long as Mega Man Zero 1 was, chances are we may even finish the game on Monday. I guess we'll see. But that's the major stream on Monday. It's more Mega Man Zero 2. I know. Cashmere Girl says, spit it out. I know. I got all confused. I got my tongue tied here. So then we're going to do that as the main stream. And then come Monday night. Excuse me. It's the weekly Minecraft Chill stream. On the Minecraft Chill stream, what do? Well, we hang out. We relax. We build a bit. And I'm going to be continuing on with the mob grinder. We're also going to be continuing on, or at least beginning work probably on a Yoshi egg. And then we've got another idea for a future project from the top contributor of last week that I'd like to discuss with everyone publicly, see if people have any ideas of how we can implement it. So, should be a good chill Minecraft stream Monday night, okay? Tuesday I'm off from streaming. We're going back to the regular schedule. And so Tuesday is my day off this coming week. I shall return on Wednesday. All right, and what we're going to do is alternate again. More than likely, Wednesday is going to be Mass Effect 2, and Thursday is going to be more Mega Man. And quite frankly, Thursday is probably going to be my last major stream of Mega Man collection, because then we've got Neo 2 coming out on Friday, and that's going to end up becoming my major focus. So there's going to be Neo 2 with a, alternating there with Mass Effect 2 for that coming week. So there you go. Good stuff coming up. It's going to be a good week. Like I said, combination of new release content with ongoing playthroughs, chill stuff at night. Granblue is going to become a night stream now, and it should be a good time. I hope that you guys are enjoying all the streams. Thank you for your support on the streams. It's good in general. It's been pretty good recently. Once these new releases started hitting, gives a little bit more variety to what I'm doing, and I think you guys like that. So. Okay. All right, guys. So, thank you. Let's continue on, shall we? Just a reminder, we are in the midst of the month of March, and we're about a week in. Yes, we do have a monthly subs goal for the month of March here on the streams. Okay, just reminding all of you, we do have a subs goal. My nose is itching me like crazy. My nose just started itching incessantly. And the monthly subs goal is 675 subs. If we hit that many, we're going to be doing a celebratory event. It's going to be the return of Viewer's Choice. I just finished a Viewer's Choice playthrough. It was Donkey Kong 64. That was one hell of a game, let me tell you guys. And, the process for Viewer's Choice takes a while because you guys got to nominate and vote on games and everything. So, I figure we just finished one. Let's get another one going, right? So, please, consider subscribing to the channel if you have not. Subscribing, you get many benefits, including access to my emotes, not having to watch advertisements during the ad breaks, etc. But, of course, one of the best things is that we'll get to do a Viewer's Choice event where you guys will be nominating and voting on games for me to play as a playthrough, okay? So, I definitely would like to do another one. But we need to get the subs going. And FYI, the subs have been fluctuating between, say, like 630 to 650 in the last week, which is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm certainly not complaining. That's great. But, we're going to hit the subs goal. We're going to need a little bit of progress. All right. So if you have not subbed yet, if you've been holding off waiting to sub, now might be the time that you want to subscribe to the channel to make this happen. All right. To make the next Viewers' Choice event happen. And don't worry, even though there's a ton of people who kind of troll and say, oh, I want this one game for Viewers' Choice, it doesn't necessarily mean that's the game that's going to make it. Everyone has a chance of getting a game that they're interested in happen with Viewers' Choice. So, all right, guys, let's continue on, shall we? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 awesome years. You've allowed me to be a content creator here on the internet every day, sharing my gameplay experiences with all of you, having a ton of fun. And I hope that you guys have as much fun as I do here on my streams. That being said, certainly the road has not been an easy one. There have been many bumps. There have been many ups and downs, many hurdles, okay? I am a full-time streamer now, okay? And that means that I pretty much rely solely on crowdfunding during the streams to make ends meet and keep this going. I try to raise as much as I can every stream to pay for everything. Cost of games, cost of utilities, all the stuff that I have to pay behind the scenes. It's all based on income that I get on the streams, okay? So, if you like the fact that I am a very consistent streamer, I'm here usually 6 days a week, if not more, full-time streaming. If you like the fact that I archive all of my streams over on DSPGaming on YouTube on a daily basis, so even though I get pretty much nothing out of it, I do it just as an archive service to you guys. For those who cannot attend every stream, I want to be sure that you guys can still access all of my content without any issue. And that's why I do it that way, okay? So if you like all of that, all right, and you want to see it continue, please consider contributing. And one of the methods that I'm going to outline in just a moment. But before we even get to those methods, something that I want to say up front. Number one, am greatly appreciative of anything that anyone contributes. But number two, I want you to understand, it's not mandatory that you contribute at all. All right? My streams are free. They always will be. 100% free here on Twitch. I provide a stream where we all have a good time together. I get to share my passion with all of you. I realize that I'm one of the very few people on this planet that gets to do what he loves for a living. Not many people can say that. I am super lucky and super grateful for every moment that I get to do this, okay? So that being said, please understand that I don't expect anything from any of you. I consider it going above and beyond being just a standard stream viewer to contribute anything to my streams. And I don't want anyone to come here and feel like the odd man out or feel pressured if they can't contribute. That's not what it's all about. It's about having fun, having a good time, and sharing our passion for games together, okay? So understand that and thank you. But if you can contribute, obviously, by all means, please do. That's what keeps me going. And I appreciate all contributions, okay? So that being said, let's talk about those contributions. First of all, I have a Patreon over at patreon.com/darksidephil. It is a monthly pledge campaign that when you contribute to it, it earns you personal perks depending on how much you contribute. All the perks are listed there publicly on the Patreon page. So please give it a look if you get a chance. And thanks to anyone who considers contributing. Thanks to everyone who's a current contributor as well. I appreciate that. All right. I also have a Teespring store where I sell merchandise. It's primarily t-shirts, but there are other things there like some hoodies and sweatshirts and stickers and mugs, etc. It is good quality stuff. I can attest to it because I personally own a ton of it. I bought it over the last 2 to 3 years to show off and wear on the streams, which I do frequently. And I can tell you that the stuff has not worn out at all. It lasts a long time. It's good quality stuff. I make almost nothing on it. I've actually selected the high-grade shirt material, and I only make about $2 to $3 per sale as profit because I want you to have a good collectible. I don't really care about making money on the sales, okay? So please give it a look. And, thanks to anyone who buys anything, it helps me out, okay? Now, if you're here on stream and you want to contribute in a way that's going to get you some recognition on the stream, there are some ways to do so. Okay, it just makes sense. You probably want like a shout out or some interaction with me. So obviously there's ways to do that. If you either cheer with bits, or you subscribe to my channel, or you tip me here today. If you do one of those 3 things, I'm going to give you a live shout out during the stream. Okay, now please understand, you need to be in line with the rules of the stream, and you need to not be incredibly derailing or negative. You know, if you come in here with an insult, or you come in here with song lyrics that have nothing to do with the stream, or you come in here with a giant paragraph of unrelated stuff that has nothing to do with anything, chances are I'm not going to read it. It's subjective what I say and do on my own streams. That's a good thing. I get to control what happens on my streams, and I very much want to keep it a certain kind of vibe and not derailing everything every 5 minutes just because someone cheered, okay? But in general, most people get it. In general, it's great interactivity that we have, nice positivity, and thank you to anyone who contributes ahead of time. Now, if you look at the top of your screens, we have a Stream Stats leaderboard. This has things such as the top tipper and top cheerer of the stream, even more ways, you know, for you to get recognized for your contributions, okay? Pretty nice. In addition to that, there's 2 other leaderboards that are constantly tracked here on Twitch. It's the top cheerers of the week, as well as people who gift subs during the week, okay? So I'm going to go through all those in just a few minutes here to give extra recognition to those who have contributed, okay? Thank you to anyone who does. Now, with all the things that I just mentioned, I mean, shit, I just mentioned a ton of stuff, right? What's the best way to contribute? Honestly, it's tipping me. When you tip me, those are funds I can use immediately for important stuff. And the next week, I have a game I have to buy in Neo 2. I have payments I have to make. As we approach the middle of the month, a lot of payments pop up for me. In particular, now tax season and everything, there's tax payments I have to make around the middle of the month. So your tips help with that, because those funds can be used for that immediately. Versus if you do anything else, any other kind of contribution, bleh, a tongue twister there. Don't get me wrong, those still help. And like I said, I'm not looking to gift horse in the mouth here. Any contributions are appreciated, but the tips are something that help me out a little bit more because I get to use them immediately for stuff. So if you have the option to choose how you contribute, please tip me. If you don't, I accept, anything that you contribute is very helpful, and I'm grateful for any of it, okay? So a couple things about tipping. If you look below the stream, there's a tip jar button that you can click on, or you can type exclamation point and tip into the stream chat to bring up a link to my PayPal tips page. All right? On that page, you can either use a registered PayPal account to tip, or you can just use a debit or credit card, much like anything else you would buy on the internet. Yeah, it's true. Now, you may be saying, I don't see that option. Well, that's okay. What you need to do is load that site on a full desktop version of the site, whether it's you're on a mobile device and you load it and say show the desktop version, or if you're on a PC itself, then you should see those options. I just tested it myself the other day, and I did see all those options pop up for those ways of contribution. Okay, so thank you to anyone who contributes. Okay, seriously, I appreciate that very much. And if you are going to contribute via tipping, you have those options. You don't have to use a PayPal account if you find that as a hassle. All right. Now, there's a public service announcement I do on every stream because I'm looking out for you guys. All right. So please listen up. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be protected. I want your identities to be safe. I don't want anyone harassing you on the internet because of something that you said and did on a stream. Okay. So for that being said, please understand that you more than likely have a lot of information of your own on the internet that you're not even aware of that could be mobilized against you. Whether it's, personal information about yourself, your friends, your family, where you work, where you hang out. Just think of all the stuff you probably got up on your social media like Facebook and Twitter already, right? So you might be saying to yourself, well, I don't understand. Why would anyone want to use my information against me or attack me or whatever? Fair enough. That's a good assessment. Problem is, sadly, there's people out there who don't have any logic to what they do on the internet. They get their jollies off by harassing people. They think, oh, I can anonymously, hurt somebody. Oh, that's cool, man. Now, for you and I, we'd look at that and be like, no, that doesn't make any sense. That's stupid. But that's true. A lot of people are stupid. They don't have anything else going on in their lives. This is a way that they get entertainment. So please be careful with what you've got out there, because the last thing I want to hear is that, someone's on a stream and they get harassed because their information is public, okay? In particular, if you're considering contributing on my stream today, one of the things you can do if you're going to tip me is you can do it anonymously. If you just say anonymous, no one will know it's you. No one will be able to come after you for it, right? Or you can actually just completely make up a name and a message. In fact, I actually see a couple tips came in today where people made up names, which is cool because you protect your identity, right? And it's actually pertinent to some of the things that I've been doing recently on stream or whatever. And you don't have to worry about, I tipped Phil and now some asshole's going to try to harass me online for it, right? So my recommendation, do what you can, protect yourselves, be diligent here, because sadly there are people on the internet who are looking to hurt people just for the sake of doing it, and the last thing you want is to now have a really annoying life situation because of some idiot who won't leave you alone, okay? Please do what you can. Keep yourself safe. Alrighty then, guys. So, I think we've covered all the plugs at this point, talked about all the important stuff. Let's now get into the rules of the stream. First of all, I have to abide by all the rules and regulations of Twitch.tv, which is a business that I'm streaming on. So please understand, I can't just say and do whatever I want on my streams. I have to abide by the rules of the company that I'm streaming on. All right. But in addition to that, I have my own set of rules, and the reason I do that is because I like to maintain a chill vibe on my streams. Here's the deal, guys. There's other streamers out there. They may want to propagate drama. They may want to propagate toxicity. They might want to stir up problems and issues and get people angry with each other, basically just to get clickbait views, to get all kinds of nasty stuff going on. That's not me. I want to have fun with games on my stream, and I want to have genuine, nice, positive interactions with my viewers. That's the kind of streamer that I am, all right? There's other places to go for that other crap. This certainly is not it, all right? So if I'm trying to maintain that kind of a vibe, there's two things that I'm going to enforce, all right? The first is we don't talk about politics or religion on my streams. On 11 plus years that I've been a content creator, I found that those topics are incredibly argumentative, divisive. They get people very, very angry with each other. And people can't agree to disagree. They can't agree to see from another person's perspective. Instead, they turn those topics into reasons to attack each other and be negative and toxic, and I don't want that on my stream, guys. So that's why we don't talk about those topics unless they're in context to the game that we are playing. If we have a game that we're playing that maybe has political vibes or religious vibes, or those are topics of the plot, that's a very, very different story. But in general, those are not things that I want to happen on my stream. I don't want to, be playing Granblue here. Oh, wow. New characters introduced. I'm trying them out. They look pretty cool. Let's see what the stream thinks. Oh, look, everyone's arguing about politics today. That's great. I don't care. I don't want to deal with that shit, okay? We have enough of that. Trust me. Our real lives are inundated with so much of that right now. That's the last thing that I want to hear about, okay? So, that's rule number 1. All right? Rule number 2, please, guys, I am well aware that there are many, many people out there, all right, who on a daily basis, they want to talk about me in some kind of a dramatic way. They want to slander me or defame me. They want to basically make controversy where it doesn't exist. They want to delve into my personal business that's none of their fucking business, all right? They basically just want to make it that, like, my life is some overdramatic thing. In reality, it's not. In reality, I just like having fun playing games every day on stream, and that's all anyone should care about. But these people have found a way to try to latch on to me and ride my coattails and get attention and popularity based on, me, which is hilariously stupid when you really think about it, because I'm not a super interesting guy, in my opinion. I don't know. But these people do what they do. They insult me. They lie about stuff. They insult my family members. It's pretty fucked up what they do. They break the law. A lot of them go ahead and they're defaming me or they're illegally stealing my content on a daily basis, which is illegal. But I have no money to go after these people and sue them. I can't stop them, all right? So please understand, these people exist. We're all well aware they do. I don't give a shit. I don't want to deal with them. I'm not going to let them derail my streams, and I'm certainly not going to talk about them on my stream, okay? Please understand, it is strictly against the rules to do so, all right? When you do that, number 1, you're derailing the positivity of my stream by talking about a bunch of toxic shit. Number 2, you're giving undue attention to those people who don't fucking deserve it, okay? So that's why we handle it like that, and that's why we don't bother with it, all right? They can do whatever the hell they want outside of my stream. I don't give a shit. I can't control it. But on my streams, that's not something we're going to talk about or abide by. We're going to focus on fun gameplay, and we're not going to worry about the stupid, toxic shit that they do on their own kiddie streams. Okay? Fair enough? Good. Let's continue on then. Alrighty then. So, guys, what we're going to do now is actually my favorite part of the pre-stream. It's called the Shoutouts. This is the situation. This is the segment, is what I meant to say, where I give shoutouts for all your contributions. We update the leaderboards, and we have a little bit of fun conversation before we get started with gameplay for the day. It's a good way to get topics, hot topics out of the way so that we can actually, move on to fun gameplay and not be worried about these topics popping up. Okay? Good stuff? All right, let's do it. First of all, I should actually go to my Streamlabs here and refresh it because I want to make sure that didn't lock up. Okay, so overnight, Narcissus resubscribed to the channel for 5 months in a row. Thank you very much, Narcissus. I appreciate that. I wonder if that's a reference to the Narcissus, the Persona from the Persona series. Thank you very much. All right, to start off today, Cookie Monster 414 resubscribed to the channel for 19 months. Thank you for 19 long-standing months of support, Cookie Monster. That is much appreciated. Thank you. It was actually Snoutfoot who cheered to get stuff started today. Thank you very much, Snoutfoot, for the very first year of the stream. And he says, smoke weed every day. Very nice. You forgot the hey, 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 hey before the smoke weed every day, but that's acceptable. Either form is acceptable. So thank you, Snoutfoot, for the cheer. I appreciate that. Fatal Skills tipped me $1.30 to be the first tipper of the day. Let me get him up on the leaderboard here. Thank you, Fatal Skills. He asks an interesting question I don't even know if I can answer off the top of my head, quite frankly. Shit. I misclicked. There we go. Okay. So Fatal Skills asks the following. He says, what's up, Phil? Curious, what size TV do you play on? I always wonder what you see on your end. Well, little bit of history. All right. When I first started doing YouTube videos way back when, I was using a relatively small television. It was LG TV. I want to say it was probably like 40 inches. I'm not sure. Maybe it was smaller. Maybe it was like 38 or something. That was my original TV when I started recording for YouTube. All right. Then when I moved into my condo in Connecticut, okay, and I started playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I wanted to upgrade my TV, so I bought a bigger LG TV, and I want to say this one was like 50 inches. I could be wrong, but I think it was like 52 inches, okay? It was for my living room, so it made sense to have a big-ass TV. And I used that one all the way the time that I lived there, from like 2009 all the way through 2014. Then, when I moved across the country, I had that television here in my office from 2014 until mid-2018. Okay? Now, here's the thing. When I bought that TV, I was trying, this was like, I want to say it was like 2012. Whenever Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, that's when I got that TV. I don't know exactly when that was. It might be 2011. I can't remember, okay? So a long time ago. And back then, all right, trying to buy a TV for gaming is like, it was a pain in the ass. Unless you were going to spend insane amounts of money, which I did not spend on that TV. You would basically just look for things, what's the refresh rate and all that. The data doesn't even exist. It's hilarious because that TV I researched many times. I still couldn't figure out the like data on the TV itself. So I just basically used that TV for many, many years. Then in 2018, all right, a couple things happened. Number one, that TV started to have a lot of dead pixels on it. It was like the upper left-hand corner of the TV had maybe 10, 12 dead pixels, and they were getting worse. It was starting to get a little distracting when I played games, okay? But in addition to that, my PlayStation 4, my launch PS4, started having tons of problems, all right? It was having issues with the USB ports, telling me that I had too many things plugged in, which was ridiculous. I only had one thing plugged in at a time. In addition to that, the audio was screwed up. My optical out audio would frequently cut out, and I would be hearing nothing while you guys were hearing everything on the stream. I'm like, well, I hear dead air. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. And then there were more issues too. The disk drive wasn't working. It basically wouldn't even take a disk. I would put a disk in, it would shoot the disk back out, or I'd be in the middle of playing a game and the disk would eject, and it was a major pain in the ass. All right, basically the PS4 was having tons of issues. So I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. As you guys know, the last few years, I don't have any money. You guys know why now, obviously. Back then, a lot of people didn't believe me. They thought I was making shit up. But now you know the situation I was in financially, why I couldn't afford anything. So a nice fan contacted me and said, I'm willing to get you a new PS4 Pro for free. I'm going to donate it for your streams. Amazing. Thank you so much. At the same time, another fan heard that because I talked about it on a stream and said, well, if you're going to get a new PS4, you might as well get a new TV too, because number one, I firmly believe the TV you have in your office right now is too big. That was a TV you bought for your living room, so many years ago, and I get the feeling it's so big that you miss out on stuff when you're playing games because it's too large for your office, all right? In addition, a lot of people have been thinking that maybe my TV was on the older side and getting issues with things like response time. So basically, another person said to them, I'm offering to get you a TV. Okay, and they did. They ended up getting me a TCL TV, and I can't remember the size of this thing. It's significantly smaller than the TV that I had, and quite frankly, that's a good thing, because I actually now, after having this TV for about a little over a year, about a year and a half now, I firmly believe the other TV was too large for this room, and I firmly believe that TV had a ton of input lag. Like, I'm telling you, it was like playing underwater sometimes. So, I've had this TV since it was like either late summer, early fall, 2018, when the fan donated it. The size, I would say, it's got to be in the 40s. It's probably like 42. I would think it's 42 inches. I wish you could know just by, you would think they would say on it. Of course it doesn't, right? It doesn't say on it what it is. You have to bring out a freaking tape measure and start measuring the damn thing. But I'm pretty sure it's 42 inches, okay? I think. I could be wrong. The thing is, I'm not going to jump into like my Amazon history here to check the shipping information for when it shipped to me and see what the size is. I'm not going to do that, okay? Anyway, a little bit of backstory there for everybody. All right, someone named Violent Ken tipped me $10. He says, Rich got his ego broken in half and was butthurt over $9,000 for Phil It Was Friday. That's absolutely right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure some people will be talking about this today, even though in reality it's nothing interesting at all. It's not news. But you know how people want to make drama and controversy and over-dramatize stuff. So, here's what happened. Last night, I'm here on my stream. I'm playing Throwback Street Fighter. Okay, I'm having fun. I always do. Once a week, I play Throwback Street Fighter. And we have a good time doing it, okay? So I'm playing Throwback Street Fighter. And all of a sudden, Rich from Review Tech USA, which is hilarious because the guy doesn't fucking review tech anymore. All he does is drama videos. Comes on my stream, does a 1,000-bit cheer to try to get my attention, okay? And he says, Phil, I want you to come on my podcast, man. I'm doing a podcast. I want you to come on my podcast now. We want to get your side of things. So let's get you on the podcast right now. And I'm like, first of all, I'm in the middle of my Street Fighter stream, okay? And I'm like, having fun, and everyone's having fun, right? And I'm like, why would this guy, first of all, come on my stream like this and do this like this, right? If you're a professional and you're interested in having someone on your show, okay, here's what you do. You contact the person behind the scenes, right? Whether it's maybe you send a tweet, maybe you send an email to the registered business address, or maybe you send a personal email, because I have an address, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Everyone knows this. I'm not a hard guy to reach, all right? And you say, hey, I got a proposal for you. I'm interested in having you on my show, and here's what we'll talk about, and yada, 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 all that stuff, okay? That's the way you go about it, okay? It's common sense, and it's also common courtesy, right? You don't just come into someone's already scheduled live stream and say, oh, will you be on my show? I need you on my show. Let's talk about it. Let's derail your whole fucking stream right now to talk about my content. Okay? No, that's not how you do it. It's actually insulting, and it's a slap in the face to do it that way. It's very unprofessional. Okay? So that's number one. So maybe if Rich had come to me outside of a live stream and had talked to me behind the scenes about it, we could talk a little bit about it and see how we could go about it. All right? We be adults about it, It's how normal people act. Number two, I know all about Rich. I know about his content, all right? This guy used to be a guy who used to make very meaningful YouTube videos. He used to do a lot of technology reviews, and he used to actually play games and review them. He used to do all this stuff back in the day. For the past, 5, 6, 7 years, all he does is drama videos, That's it. Like, all he does, oh, here's the news today, and I talk about the news, and I spin it. Here's my take on the dramatic of the news, and you know, it's garbage. It's fluff. I've talked about this many times over the years. It's fluff content creation, okay? There's no meaning behind it. All it is meant to stir up drama. This guy has made many, many videos about me over the years that are not nice videos. The guy tries to delve into my personal shit constantly whenever he feels it benefits him. Okay? That's how he is. That's the kind of guy he is. And it's funny because there have been times over the years that he's been nice to me. And the next thing you know, oh, let me do another negative video on Phil because it's a slow news day. So let me talk about, he's doing stupid things like Phil's YouTube is falling apart and what's going on, man. It's like, what are you talking about? It's complete nonsense, okay? It really is. It's complete shit. And that's why I don't pay attention to any of it, okay? I don't pay attention to the nonsense. I ignore it. This guy has been an asshole to me many, many, many times over the years. And he thinks that just because, all right, just because he comes into my stream and cheers, that I'm just going to forget all about that, right? I'm going to forget about, the 5-6 years you've been a complete jackass to me. And I'm just going to forgive that and say, oh, because you cheered, yes, let me go on your podcast. In addition, the hilarious part about this, tell your side of the story. What story? There's no fucking story going on. Anything that you're making up or fabricating, it's your horseshit, controversial nonsense you're doing for your own fucking benefit. You're using stuff going on in my life that's none of your fucking business for your personal benefit. You're a scumbag, okay? You are. You're a scumbag. You take people's plights, you take people's bad situations, and you turn them into dramatic, toxic content for your own channels and streams, and you think that that's something that's beneficial to the planet. It's not. Nothing you do is beneficial to the planet. All right? It's toxic garbage. It doesn't belong on YouTube. It doesn't belong on the planet at all. It shouldn't exist. All right? What I strive to do with my streams every day is something positive and fun. I play a game. I share that experience with people. We have fun conversation. That's productive. That's constructive. Every day, I get people coming by and saying, Phil, thanks for distracting me from the crappy nonsense going on in my life right now, because we had a good time on stream today. We enjoyed a game. I got to see you play, whatever. That's that's the kind of stuff that I put out there. That's what I focus on. That's what I want to create. If anything, there'll be a ton of toxic people saying shit about me forever, but at least I'll have a legacy of fun content and positive content that people can watch on the internet forever. All right? That's the kind of guy I am. I didn't leave a giant cesspool of fucking shit because all I do is talk about drama every day and get into other people's business to make personal benefit for myself. So, fuck no. I would never be on Review Tech USA's fucking podcast. In no fucking instance whatsoever would I ever waste my time on that. I'm far above it. I would never, it wouldn't benefit me in the least. Some people would say we give you exposure. Yeah, toxic exposure to a group of people who are only there to basically make fun and be disgusting. And by the way, even if Rich said something positive about me, in a moment's notice, if it would benefit him, he would flip it and turn it and make it negative again just to shit on me for his own personal benefit. That's the kind of person he is. That's the kind of person he's always been on YouTube. It ain't gonna change. So I'm not that fucking ignorant to think that that's, anything's gonna change just because he decides to want to interview me. So, no, I'm not gonna be on his podcast. I'm not going to talk to the fucking guy. If the guy would leave my name out of his mouth, it would benefit the planet way better. But we all know that ain't going to happen because all he wants to do is talk about me in a negative way to bring in views for himself because he's a greedy fuck with no talent. So, there you go. No, I'm not going to be on the podcast. And so people are like, why is Phil so upset? I'm actually not. I'm not upset at all. But, people want to talk about stuff like this. Like, oh, you really missed an opportunity. There was no opportunity. These people are parasites. These are people who want to latch on and be toxic because it benefits them, right? That's the only reason. Oh, I want you to come defend yourself. Defend myself against what? There's literally nothing going on. You are in the midst of a controversial situation you created amongst the whole disgusting, toxic community out there that does none of anyone's business, has nothing to do with anything, has nothing to do with my fucking streams, and I don't need to talk about it all. So fuck off. In fact, just fuck off in general. Just don't exist. Seriously. Go away and stop making content. And guess what? You'd affect nothing in any negative way whatsoever. The world would still keep fucking turning tomorrow. Alrighty then. Let's continue. Philly Buckeye did a 50-bit cheer. And he says, have you looked at games for April and thought about Trials of Mana? Wasn't that a game you liked at E3? I talked about this already. Apparently, Philly Buckeye, this is a game that is going to be a semi-remake, I want to say, of Secret of Mana. I don't know if it's legitimately a 100% new game or not. I'm considering it, but it's definitely not a definite. There's a lot of stuff going on in April that's going to be way more high priority. Okay? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But no, I am not going to guarantee that I'm playing Trials of Mana in April. Beesbot tipped me $5, and here we go. He said, oh, you would have benefited for being on Mitch's podcast. No, I would not. I'll tell you right now. It would be completely counterproductive. It would 100% benefit him and 0% benefit me. It would be a waste of my time because all he wants to do is talk about private shit that's no one's business. You know? So, if I want to talk about my own private life, I'll talk about it on my own streams. I'm not going to go on this guy's podcast so he makes a buck on my behalf. So, fuck that shit. But thank you for the $5 tip. Okay. Akio Artorias did a 50-bit cheer. He says, how are you enjoying the game? Was there an option to increase difficulty if it was too easy? To my knowledge, there was not. I did not see any knowledge in Granblue RPG mode to, like, change the difficulty. Maybe there is, but I'm just going, as always, when I play games like this, I just go by the default settings. I want to go by what the game developer is intending as the default experience for the common gamer. So that's what I'm going with. Okay? Thank you for the cheer. Bully Balrog tipped me $3. And he says, level 5 turn punch of the Dizzy. Good night, sweet prince. Damn good matches with Ida Maverick Bison, even the ones you lost. I agree. Last night, the Street Fighter stream, after it got derailed by Rich and we solved that issue, it was a really good stream. We had some really good matches with a variety of players, and this one guy, Ida Maverick, has a M Bison and Super Turbo that is quite good. If anything, the matches were good. I just wish they could have been better because when you play online, it drops so many goddamn inputs. There were a lot of opportunities that I feel that I could have like countered what he was using against me, but I couldn't do that online. But they were really fun matches with a variety. You know, he just kept picking Bison, but I picked a variety of characters so that we could have a variety of matchups, and they went really well. The guy's great. I'm happy to have found someone like that because it's rare to actually find a Bison main in old school Street Fighter, in particular Super Turbo. I think I've maybe fought 2 people ever who were like that good with Bison. I'm not even kidding you. Like generally no one uses Bison, and it was really cool to have those matchups. And I hope that guy will come back every week that I play on Friday nights. I would hope that he'll be around. Not to say that I want to play him every single time, but at least to have that as part of the people playing is a good thing. Good matches with that guy. Give him props. Okay. Golden Nobles did a couple things here. First of all, he gifted a sub to X Rosfu. So thank you, Golden Nobles, for gifting a sub to X Rosfu, and thank you for supporting the channel. Then he gifted another sub to R Breeze. Congratulations, R Breeze, on receiving the gifted sub. So there you go. Yes, thank you for the support, Golden Nobles, this morning. Very nice of you. Let's see here. Oh, Golden Nobles gives another sub to Alexander Rossi. So congrats, Alexander. We're definitely going to have to check on sub count after this pre-stream because we got a bunch of subs coming in, which is good. So, they call me Jim Frog. Resubscribe for 5 months. They said, Kitty Streams. Yeah. You know, any of these people who just do the drama content on YouTube, that's all it is. It's kitty garbage. It's for very immature people. And they realize that's a cash cow on YouTube to cater to the lowest common denominator of mouth drooler. I don't do that. I put out fun content that regards to my passion, gaming, not just drama and lashing onto other people's misfortunes, but actual gaming. And that's what I like doing. I'm not a kiddie streamer. So, let's see here. Tyler Ninja Blevins tipped me $1 and says, well, I talk about politics the day after the 2020 elections. I remember in 2016, the day after Trump won the election, I talked about it on the stream. I don't remember what I talked about. I remember putting up a picture of me running for president in 2020. Sadly, that didn't come to fruition. Maybe next time. Maybe 2024. Like I said, if Trump can get elected, hell, I can. You know? I mean, shit. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I feel like it or not. It's my discretion what I talk about on my streams. In general, the rule is we don't talk about politics. If I choose to have a segment before the gameplay about politics, maybe we'll do it. I don't know, but in general, I don't find it very productive. So, it's like I said, you guys. It's like I told you guys. Sadly, with politics, if someone disagrees, it could completely turn them off to your content. So, for example, I could come up and say something political, and if someone disagrees with that, they were like, well, I actually like Phil. I like his content, but I disagree with that political point, so I can't watch him anymore. That's really stupid, I know. That's a really closed-minded attitude, but a lot of people are like that. And so that's why I make it a point not to talk about that shit, because I like people enjoying my content and being here for that reason, which is the point of my streaming. I don't need it to be derailed by politics and then people getting pissy and saying I'm not going to watch it anymore. So that's why generally I don't do it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Misfit Knight did 100 bit cheers to have a good stream today. Thank you very much, Misfit Knight. I appreciate that. Mr. Beast to me $1.69 and says, win a game in Fortnite and you will get a prize. Oh, yeah? Well, I did win a game in Fortnite. I won a game in Fortnite like 2.5 years ago, and I won a game in Fortnite when I played it during the marathon last week. So I'll be expecting my price, shortly. Let's see when it shows up. Golden Colt sent me $1. He says, fat ass slob piece of shit. Well, I don't know who you're referencing. Certainly, I didn't say anything like that at all. I would never criticize anyone's physical appearance, ever. At least in the modern era, especially with Twitch's, terms of service and everything. I have every right to criticize the level of content someone puts out and trying to get me involved in that kind of content. But I would never say anything like that to anyone. So, thank you for the tip, but I don't disagree with that. I don't agree with that sentiment. Excuse me. Minty Hawk tipped me $3. He says it would be awesome if you could have a Street Fighter 2 Turbo online lobby with you, ID Maverick, and Arturo, and one more with a good connection. That gameplay would be awesome to watch. Yeah, but sadly, no one plays that version. You know what I mean? Like, I play it because I bought it years ago, and I'm very butthurt. I'll be honest, I'm butthurt. I'm butthurt about it sucking as bad as it does. Like, I wish that collection was much better. I can't believe how bad the online play is. I can't believe they didn't even put in a proper lobby system where you can kick people. Like, it is just fucking half-ass bullshit. But it's the only viable version of playing those games on console right now. So that's why I play it. I'm sure if Arturo wanted to play those games, he'd be on 5K, right? So, I'm not going to be able to pull that off. I would be nice. It really would be nice if I could. But, it is what it is. Crapcock Cheer. And he says, fuck that guy. He's your polar opposite. He spreads negativity while you instill positivity. I do my best. And listen, I fully understand that I'm not a perfect person. And yes, sometimes I spread negativity, even though I don't mean to do it. A lot of the times I get way too worked up about a game I'm playing, or, especially if I'm playing a fighting game and I get angry, or if I'm playing a game that I feel is a ripoff, or, I'll get angry during a gameplay or whatever. Yes, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. It's, I wholeheartedly 100% admit that, okay? But, in general, what I try to do every day is do something positive. Put out a stream, like I told you guys, a stream where you guys can escape the stress of your real life, all the annoying shit going on in your real life, and come here to just kind of hang out and have a chill vibe, right? You want to relax and say, I had a good time today on Phil's stream. Now, I came to Phil's stream and it was full of drama and insults and everyone else's fucking business and making fun of people. That's not what it's about for me. I'm way more mature than that. I'm way past that. I've been creating content on the internet for over 11 years, and I've grown a lot in that time. I don't want to do that kind of toxic shit. I want to do something that's productive, that people feel like they get something positive out of on a daily basis, right? I want to leave a legacy behind of positivity, not a legacy of disgusting toilet juice like some of these other content creators do. So, that's, for me, that's my focus. And I hope that people get that out of my stuff. I really do. Okay? The Donald tipped me $1. He says, what's the best insult you've ever used? Shit. The best insult I've ever used is probably just telling the truth. And that's all it takes sometimes. Because there's so many people on this planet that sugarcoat shit. There's so many people on this planet that refuse to see it like it is and say it like it is and tell the truth. And I've taken a lot of shit in my life for being a truthful person. I've gotten in trouble at work, at jobs I've had. I've gotten in trouble in school. I've gotten in trouble every authority figure ever. Like, oh my God, Phil said that? Yeah, I said what was actually going on because no one else will fucking say it. And someone has to because you're all pussies. You know? Someone has to do it. If you're going to take the brunt or whatever for doing it, I'll do it. You know? I firmly believe the reason why I had some issues with jobs in the past, like, for example, one time I worked at Best Buy, and they wanted us to have a business team where we were going to sell servers and networking and all this stuff to small business owners. They didn't give us any resources to do so. They didn't allow us to attend business mixers. They wouldn't even make us business cards so we could hand them out to customers. All they had us do was stand inside the store and sell computer shit like a normal associate who worked at Best Buy. But then, listen to this, they were expecting us to qualify and study and get high-end networking training. They were actually having us take online courses to learn how to do like networking, to build an office of networked computers. And I'm like, why are we doing this? We're never going to sell this shit because, number one, we don't carry any of it in store. Number two, because you won't let us network. You won't let us go out there and tell the people that we even exist. So you're having me study off of the time of the clock, by the way. Not when I was clocked in working. Having me study and do online courses and shit for networking, something I will never do in this job because the management of the company is asinine, doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just basically throwing money at a wall, not knowing what the fuck they're doing, and they expect that this business team is just going to sell, $10,000, $20,000 transactions overnight when we don't have the product in the store and no one knows that there's a business team at Best Buy. It's really stupid. And I was very vocal about this. And ever since I started speaking up about it, they tried to get rid of me, and eventually they did. They kind of framed me, claiming that I violated the store's store discount policy to get me out of there because they didn't like someone speaking up and exposing them for their ineptitude. Okay? And by the way, what did they do? They got rid of the whole business team. They just got rid of about 2 years of launching it. They completely just got rid of it. And anyone who stayed with the company just went back to being like a line level associate selling computers. Everyone else, either got laid off, or fired or whatever. So that's what I mean. But I do this all the time. That's the kind of person I am. And it gets me in trouble. It does. But that's the best insult you can use is to tell someone to their face the truth, and they just weren't ready for it because they've been so lied to, or they've been so had their ass kissed. You know what I mean? That finally they get the truth, and they're like, oh my God. You don't have to go out of your way to insult someone. You don't have to fucking, pull all the stops or nothing. Just tell them something that they don't want to face the reality of, and that will hurt them. Well, not hurt them, but that will make them be shocked more than anything else. Alrighty then. Golden Nobles gifted a sub to Crazy Dream. Congratulations, congratulations, Crazy Dream, and thank you, Golden Nobles, for this support. Mr. Papavera did a 50-bit cheers. Says the prerequisites for being the president should change. There's tests and requirements for everything, even more so for executive potions. I didn't even have to say positions. They're very demanding. Being president should be no exception as one of the hardest, not just academically, but being an overall well-rounded person and having good values. Well, see, that's the thing, Papavera, and that's why it'll never happen. Because it's subjective, not objective, what good values are. One person will say one thing are good values, and another person will say another is. And as long as you have disagreements there, that's how you're going to have issues trying to instate any kind of criteria for a political role. Now, it's hilarious because you say academics, right? I would hate to say this. I really would. I would guarantee you if you tested the people who are in charge in the American government academically, 95% of them would fail. Because I hate to say it, we have a system in this country that keeps a certain class in power no matter what, whether they're smart or not, okay? And they get to go to Ivy League schools because they're rich, not because they're smart. And they get elected because they're rich, not because they're smart. I hate to say that. That's just how it is. You can't really run for office in the United States unless you're rich, or you have a ridiculous amount of people backing you, crowdfunding. That's why a lot of people say with Bernie Sanders how crazy different his campaign is, because he, has crowdfunding, actual legit crowdfunding, versus Most other people just have corporations backing them, or you got someone like Mike Bloomberg paying his way to try to get elected because he's rich, you know. It's a different situation, okay? But because of that, I guarantee you'll never actually see like academic criteria for a leader in our country. It'll never exist. And certainly it would disqualify so many of our leaders right now. I guarantee you it would. So, but anyway, yeah, it's a nice notion, but I don't think it'll ever happen in the United States. Okay, continuing on. Snow Carl tipped $1. Says, have you heard of the term Freudian slip? Yes. That was the time when Sigmund Freud slipped on a banana peel. He flew across his psychologist's office hilariously, and they got it on film. And that was the birth of slapstick comedy. That's correct. Thank you, Goat Snow Carl, for the $1 tip. I actually have no idea what you're referencing. Probably something I said earlier, and I said it wrong, and then tried to correct myself. But I have no idea what that's referencing. Okay. Golden Nobles gives it another sub. One to King Gokin. Golden Nobles is on a sub gifting spree today. Thank you, Golden Nobles. Congrats, King Gokin. Cousin Sven cheered. He says, no harm intended. You claim to have thick skin. Others say you have the thinnest skin on YouTube and Twitch. How on earth do you think I could have the thinnest skin if I'm here after 11 years with all the shit that people have said and done to me? You know what I mean? All the things people have made up. How could you say I have the thinnest skin? That's insanity. I mean, who would say that? Who would say I have the thinnest skin? That doesn't even make any sense at all. I don't know. Anyway, Aguiar Torres cheered and said, how does it offer to have Gordon Ramsay comment on the detractors? What? I'm not sure what you mean, Aguiar Torres. Thank you for the cheer, but that went right over my head. Golden Nobles. More gifted subs. Holy crap, Golden Nobles. He gifted a sub to Conway Bloodbank. Then he gifted a sub to TM52 Twitch. Thank you. Thank you, Golden Nobles. Sundance McGee69 did a 200-bit cheer. Says, you're the voice of the voiceless, dude. Excuse me. Thank you very much for that, Sundance. You are actually the top cheerer of the day. Very nice. An anonymous dollar tipper asked me, was I ever sent to the principal's office in elementary school? Elementary school. I don't think in elementary school, no. High school, yes. Elementary school, no. Excuse me. Yeah, definitely not high school. Or definitely not elementary school. It was high school. Yep. Golden Nobles gives it another sub to Hobo Chili Dogs. What the hell is a Hobo Chili Dog? I don't know. Maybe I don't want to know. Joyful Oblivion. Get 100-bit cheers. Can I summon you on Dark Souls? Probably not. Considering the fact that I'm probably not going to be in there. Alright? I'm not going to be available. Sundance McGee cheered again. He says, you're dropping truth bombs this pre-stream, bro. I love it. I don't know what you're referencing, but thank you for the cheer again and the support, Sundance McGee. Crap Cock did a 201-bit cheer. That makes Crap Cock the top cheerer of the stream. Let me get you up there, Crap Cock. Thank you for the support. Shit. Rap. Alrighty. Golden Nobles gifted a sub to Mother Goose. Congratulations, Mother Goose. I just want to check on subs at this point because we got a lot of gifted subs. Let's see if we went up or down. We are at 650 subs, everyone. We're 25 subs away from hitting our monthly goal and doing a viewer's choice playthrough. Very nice. So thank you very much to everyone today who subbed. Of course, Golden Nobles gifting a ton of subs on the pre-stream. It helps a lot. Thank you. All right, let us now do some shout-outs for the top cheerers and sub-gifters of the week, shall we? So first of all, excuse me, shout out to the top cheerers of the week. In 10th place, I can't read that. I think it's Mr. Hubiverse. For some reason, it's cut off. I think it's Mr. Hubiverse in 10th. Mr. Papavera is in 9th. 8th place is Crapcock. Somehow we have a triple tie for 5th. At 1,000 bits each, we've got K-Styles 1998, Big D's, and Electron Volt. Very nice. Thank you, guys. Of course, Review Tech USA Streams is at 4th place for this week. Well, thanks for that support, Rich. Really appreciate that, bro. Himanoma to the 1600-bit cheer. Thank you, Himanoma. Well, 1600 bits in cheers to become third place. Second place this week is Mature Adult. And in first place for cheering this week, Old Yeller for the win. Thank you, guys. Okay. All right. Weekly top sub-gifters. Thank you to the following people. First of all, these people all gifted a sub. Homie D Clown, I Killed Phil 4x8, Kate, Eternal Napalm, and Kmay 101. Thank you guys all for a gifted sub. Gifting 2 subs this week, we had Guitar Player 1939. Gifting 4 subs this week was Big Papa Phil. Gifting 9 subs so far, I should say, because he's been so generous on this stream, Golden Nobles. Thank you, Golden Nobles, for that. But remaining in first place so far for the week with 10 gifted subscriptions, Cliffy Bureau. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty then. All right. Shall we continue? Let's continue. Lebenzabraum. How the fuck do you say that? Lebenzabraum. What does that mean? Maybe I should look that up before I put that on the leaderboard. Hold on a second here. What the fuck is a Lebenzabraum? Hold on. I gotta reference this one. Let's see what this is. Let's see here. Type this in. Whenever someone uses another language, I gotta look it up. Lebenzabraum? The fuck is a Lebenzabraum? Lebenzabraum. Am I spelling this right? The territory that a state or nation believes is needed for its natural development, especially associated with Nazi Germany. What was the concept of Lebenzabraum? Living space, a principle of Nazi foreign policy. Alrighty then. See, that's why I looked this stuff up. I'm not stupid. Alright, well, I would like to say thank you for the $21 tip, because that is a very generous tip. It is the biggest tip of the day. But you used the Nazi term in your name. Therefore, I will not put you on the leaderboard. Instead, I will give you the proper terminology, a nice big L. There you go. There's your nice big L. But thank you for the $21 tip regardless. What did they actually have to say? They said, yeah, you should take this money, peasant. See, it's an insult, too. They call me a peasant. Wow. Well, I don't know who the real loser is here. But I just received $21, and you got exposed. So thanks for the 21 bucks. Next time, try a little harder. All right, Joyful Oblivion gifted us up to Storm Cats. Congratulations to Storm Cats on the gifted sub. Now, here's a funny thing. Someone tipped me $1 trying to give an example of how I have thin skin. All right, I'm not going to address it specifically. All right, but basically, here's what they're saying. Oh, whenever someone brings up something, all right, on your stream, you ban them. No, that's not true. Here's the truth of the matter, all right? When people come on my stream and they reference things specifically that detractors are talking about that I'm not talking about on my stream because it's none of anyone's business, and personally I have nothing to say about it, and then they come in here and they directly reference it over and over, they will get moderated and banned. It's that simple, okay? You're in my personal shit. It's none of your fucking business. The reason you talk about it is because it's dramatic, it's controversial, it's drama, it's toxic crap. You're like the TMZ of the fucking internet. You're an immature little shit, and you want to talk about people's dirty laundry, right? So, if you come on my stream and you derail it with that shit, it's directly against the rules. Derailing the stream is against the rules. You'll be banned. If you talk about things detractors are talking about, you will be banned. It's in the rules. This is not having thin skin. This is maintaining positivity and control of a stream so that people will enjoy the stream and we don't talk about stupid, controversial, toxic shit all day. You wouldn't understand that because you have the brain of a fucking pea, and that's all you do is you talk about toxic shit all day because you're a moron. So thank you for the $1 tip, moron. Okay. One Wipe Charlie's my ass. What? Anyway, another dollar tip. It says, ate Taco Bell breakfast, now I can't stop shitting. Send help. That's what happens, man. I thought that's what it is. You know, Taco Bell. I mean, in reality, Taco Bell could just rename themselves like the colon cleanser. Okay, all you do after that is you just there's liquid that comes out of your butt, pretty much. So, I'm sorry to hear that. If it keeps going on, there are things you can do to try to help that. I think one of them is called Imodium AD. You might want to look into that. Hopefully, you have some help there with that. All right, Sundance McGee cheered. 100 bits says, would you ever set up a cameo? People on 90 Day Fiance have them. It would help with everything and give back to the fans. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, and the answer is no. Golden Nobles did a 510-bit cheers. Have you listened to Lil Uzi's new album? Dude, I have been rocking that shit nonstop. That thing is on constant loop. Whenever I'm not streaming, Lil Uzi is blasting up in my pad. Are you kidding me? That is my shit. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I haven't listened to that. There you go. Alrighty then. Continuing on. Alfred Aponte. To me, $1.30 says, sorry for the question. Any chance for Chunky Jack? Well, Chunky Jack would actually have to learn. Chunky Jack would have to learn you don't come in here and you reference detractor shit, which is exactly what he did to get him banned. If he came to me and he personally apologized and said, okay, I understand now, I shouldn't have done that, and, I won't do it again, I will let him back in. That has not happened. He has not contacted me at all. Instead, I've heard nothing from the guy at all. So if he came back and apologized, said, I'm sorry that I did that and I tried to derail your stream, I won't do it again, I would probably gladly let him back in. But that has not, as of yet, happened. So, okay, guys. So that is it for the pre-stream. All right, let's end the pre-stream. I'm going to take a very brief break to use the restroom, and then we're going to get back into Granblue. Like I said, we're going to continue on with the RPG story mode. I don't know how much is left in it, but we're going to finish it. So far, we played with 8 characters. I wonder if we'll get to play with more by the end of it. And then after that, we'll see what other modes are available for us today. I'm thinking there's that Tower of Babel mode. There's probably an arcade mode. There's probably maybe some trials or challenges. I don't know. We'll see what's available in the game as content and go from there. It's going to be the final major Granblue stream before the game goes to, like, night streams. Okay? Fair enough. All right, guys. Very briefly, brief break to use the bathroom. And then I'll be back with Granblue. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you, and see you in a sec.